A former Kentucky governor lies in state at the Capitol in Frankfort. And one congressman from New Jersey reacts to the criminal charges he and his wife are facing.
Rain chances will stay away for the most part for the next 24 hours, but after that it could be soggy at times. First at 4 continues now.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
A former Kentucky governor who died last week will be laid to rest tomorrow. Today, Governor Brereton Jones is lying in state at the Capitol in Frankfort. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on the services to remember him.
A Kentucky State Police Honor Guard is keeping vigil over the casket in the Kentucky State Capitol Rotunda. Jones passed away September 18th at the age of 84 at his home after a lengthy illness. He had served as governor from 1991 to 1995. Jones moved to Kentucky from his home state of West Virginia to focus on the thoroughbred racehorse business and industry. As governor, he's remembered for pushing progressive reforms and programs. He is also well known for meeting with people one-on-one, both during the campaign and as governor, starting the Open Door After 4 program to meet with Kentuckians, and was known to sometimes not leave until the wee hours of the morning to meet with as many people as possible. He's also known for pushing both ethics and campaign finance reform laws and leaving the state with a surplus budget after it had a deficit when he was sworn in. And Governor Jones' funeral service will be at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning at the Elkhorn Baptist Church in Midway, followed by a private burial. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Phil, thank you. The visitation with the family there at the state capitol continues until 7 o'clock tonight. Jones's family is urging donations to Racetrack Chaplaincy of America, Old Friends, or Bluegrass Care Navigators in lieu of flowers.
Well, the forecast the last couple of days have been kind of back and forth, but today we had some rain at times in parts of the area. We had some clouds at times, and right now we're still seeing maybe a few sprinkles in parts of far eastern Kentucky. That's probably why they're just a touch cooler than the rest of us, but not in Somerset. 82 along the circle there, Fountain up and running, and we're seeing blue skies and a little bit of sunshine out there right now. So again, a beautiful day out that way, but you can tell as we head back toward Pikeville and Prestonsburg and Grundy and Clintwood, Logan, they're only in the mid to upper 60s. So again, the 80s are out west, 70s here in the middle, and then of course the 60s back over to the west. So as Cameron mentioned this morning, he was right. Basically a contrast between east and west and Big Sandy and Cumberland Valley on the temperatures. Now the first alert weather app is going to take us through the rest of the night with some partly cloudy skies for the most part as we head into the nighttime hours. Again, some fog possible late as temperatures drop into the upper 50s by early tomorrow morning. We'll talk about the extended forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Steve?
Brandon, thank you. Senator Bob Menendez says he plans to stay in office and is running for re-election, even as he and his wife face criminal charges. They are accused of a conspiracy to commit bribery, fraud, and extortion. As CBS's Astrid Martinez explains, the New Jersey Democrat is under pressure to resign.
Senator Bob Menendez remains defiant in the face of mounting calls from members of his own party for him to step down from Congress.
I firmly believe that when all the facts are presented, not only will I be exonerated, but I still will be the New Jersey's senior senator.
A federal indictment alleges the three-term Democrat shared highly sensitive information about the U.S. Embassy in Cairo, sought to interfere in criminal prosecutions, and used his power and influence as chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in exchange for bribes in the form of cash, some found in a coat with Menendez's name, gold bars, a Mercedes-Benz, and even home mortgage payments.
Senator Menendez allegedly provided sensitive, non-public U.S. government information to Egyptian officials.
Menendez denies the allegations.
For 30 years, I have withdrawn thousands of dollars in cash from my personal savings account, which I have kept for emergencies and because of the history of my family facing confiscation in Cuba.
New Jersey's Democratic Governor Phil Murphy is among those calling on Menendez to resign. He would appoint a replacement if that happens. Democrats in the Senate accepted his temporary resignation as chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, but with a slim majority, most are not asking him to leave office.
In terms of resignation, that's a decision to be made by Senator Menendez and the people of New Jersey.
Menendez is expected to appear Wednesday in federal court in New York, along with his wife Nadine and 3 other co-defendants. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, Union City, New Jersey.
During the weekend, New Jersey Representative Andy Kim announced he will run against Menendez in the state's Democratic primary for Senate next year. This is the second federal indictment for Menendez. An earlier bribery case ended in 2018 with a deadlocked jury. President Joe Biden hosted the Pacific Island Forum Summit at the White House today. The 2-day summit comes amid rising competition with China. During his remarks to open the summit, the president announced many new diplomatic missions in the Pacific Islands region. He also said his administration has requested a total of $200 million in new proposals to Congress for investments in the region.
Our objective is to build a better world. One of the great opportunities for security, prosperity, and dignity for all our people, no matter where they live. That starts by building stronger partnerships with each other.
President Biden says his administration will send a United States Coast Guard vessel to train with Pacific Island nations. His administration is planning to work with Congress to direct $200 million toward Pacific Island nations. Coming up on First at 4, Amazon places a big bet on artificial intelligence.
I'm tracking some rain chances as we head deeper into the week. I'll have the latest forecast in just a few minutes.